Dave,
What's happening, love?
I'm going to open with I love you, Dave Temple.
Thank you, baby. Oh,
Yeah.
I love you too.
Holidays, Christmas time. I want to, because I usually say F you, Dave Temple.
I know. That's why I got to get that soundbite and use that in my podcast now.
Oh my God. I mean, it always came from love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When we were arguing and you win an argument, I just reply with F you, Dave Temple. And then you have that soundbite now forever on your podcast, right?
Absolutely. I love it.
Jesus
It's the
Christ.
funniest thing. Fuck you, Dave Temple.
And with my accent, it just sounds horrible.
But there's giggling afterwards.
Correct.
Yeah.
Should I be ashamed of that? No?
No.
No?
For what?
Okay.
You understand I enjoy it. That's why I kept
Yeah.
it, right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
of course.
You're always so nervous about it. You bring it up every time.
It's just I'm overthinking it all the time. I know you're not offended.
I immortalized you as someone in my friend circle as well as in my world. Anyone who pays attention to my world and hears that soundbite,
They know the context.
or learn the history of it. Yeah, that's always pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, people should go and check out No Need for Apologies.
Absolutely.
And then they will see the whole story, how it all came about.
Yeah.
And I just love using bad words. It's just, that's how I show my emotions. Just who I am.
Yeah, Luby, little potty mouth.
Little potty mouth. I love how comfortable you are with wearing that hat. And then you said, oh, I used to wear this hat all the time for my little ones.
Yeah, man.
Did you used to dress up as a Santa for your kids?
Not as a Santa, but I would definitely put the hat on and, kind of bop around with the kids and get into the groove, I enjoyed cutting off, you know what I mean? Like just being done from work and all that stuff and just being able to, all right, yeah, we can put the Santa hat on. We can hang out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Were you goofy? Your kids are like older now, so but were you goofy when they were
Absolutely.
younger?
Yeah. They get that. They're the ones who get it. Like everyone's always like, because I'm like reserved or whatever, and they're like, who do you give it to? I give it to the people I care about. Like
there
them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they get it.
I can see the goofy dad, Dave.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big dork to them. The text messages, the memes that we send back and forth. Like, yeah, it's just nerdy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cute, though.
But they know
cute.
who
They
I am.
appreciate it for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely, yeah.
Today we're going to talk about like Christmas movies, Christmas traditions, Christmas at holidays, like do's and don'ts and stuff.
Okay.
Some traditions from my culture, some American stuff.
I know. I can't wait to learn more about your Christmas traditions.
Oh, man. I don't think that they're that exciting. I think that you think that we like sacrifice a lamb and then like I almost wanted to curse again, but then YouTube screwed over. I wanted to use bad words, what we do to our cousins, but that's not what we do. We don't murder animals or do bad stuff with our cousins in beds. We don't do anything like that. We're very boring.
You think so?
I think we're a little boring.
I don't know. I feel like, does it snow where you're from in Christmas?
No. I'm from Montenegro, from the southern part.
Okay.
Do you want, the name of my hometown is Bar. BAR, like a bar where you go grab a drink. It's people find it hard to believe or hilarious. So I'm right on the coast, Mediterranean coast. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's nice and not too warm, but like palm tree kind of atmosphere.
You guys decorate palm trees there? Or?
We have pines and palm trees. We have everything. We decorate everything, but more north that you go.
Yeah.
There's mountains. We're a little bit like California. You have the coast, and then you drive up north.
Okay.
It's pretty. You should come to Montenegro, dude.
I will. I gotta go see it.
You're doing a Europe tour, anyways. Now,
yes. In March, I'll be doing my first European tour.
Are you excited?
To tell jokes.
Yes,
that's what I do. I'm a comedian. People.
Where are you starting in England or
London?
In London.
Yeah, I'm so ignorant. I don't know what all of that stuff is, but I'm gonna come back knowing it all.
Yes.
I gotta go see it for myself first, though. Yeah.
Oh, sure. You're gonna have your dates out soon for every city. What are you?
Yeah. They're actually available now. DaveTempleComedy.com. Or my link tree is in the bio of any of my socials. I'm Dave Temple on all social media platforms, even here on YouTube.
There you go. Luckily, this podcast has a lot of European listeners, so that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people from back home who are like, we are everywhere. Like my people live everywhere in Europe. It's insane.
Yeah.
That when we were talking about show in Paris or in Berlin, I was like, oh yeah, I know a Serbian comic there. I know a Serbian comic here. It's like our network is insane.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're spreading to Dubai now. It's just like it's so
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
We hustle, man.
If
We
y'all
hustle
growing
like it's
like that, I want to be growing like that too. Yeah, I need some new network. Like what? I want to know people in Paris.
What was your experience of doing shows in Queens for mostly Eastern Europeans?
Oh, they loved me.
Right? They loved
They
you.
loved
But what
me.
was your
I like them. They're great laughers. They are
Okay.
in tune with everything. Like, and what I like about them, they don't take themselves too seriously. Like, they get drunk. They get like really drunk, and they bring a lot of attention to themselves. I'm a master. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm a master, but I'm pretty good at surfing that kind of energy. A lot of people don't like it. I don't mind it. And what I found is they really respect you when you navigate that energy. You know what I mean? It's like almost for them, it's like, yo, can I disrupt and can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
Right. And if you can handle it, the respect and love that they give you after the show is like unreal. You know what I mean? Like
you're definitely, I think, their favorite of all time. And I've done plenty of shows in Queens.
Yeah.
And like we had like nice rotation. And when your name comes up, people just now they're coming and supporting No Need for Apologies live as well.
Which has been great. Yeah.
You see the same faces from like Astoria, like consistently coming to support you. I think that's the coolest thing ever, like that relationship that you have formed with my Queens people.
Yeah, because it just be genuine. I mean, but I've always been like that. You know, you put me in, you around some different people. We'll talk. We'll find some common ground somewhere.
Something tells me you're gonna kill it in Europe, like with that. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm so excited, dude.
Yeah, because I'm going over there like a baby. I don't know nothing. I just want to see. You know,
little Euro toddler.
Right.
Popping your Euro cherry.
Talk about what I see. You know, my little American perspective, and
oh my goodness,
we'll see what they got.
Well, I'm excited. You're going March, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a little warmer and nicer.
That's
I think.
Good.
Okay,
That's
cool.
Good.
So, besides being goofy and not being afraid of putting a costume on or a hat on for your kids, do you have any traditions that you are still like following through every year for Christmas or for holiday?
Now, not anymore.
Okay.
But like
what used to be?
I used to do all of that. Like I used to decorate we would put the tree up like right after Thanksgiving. That was always a tradition. You know what I mean? And
Quick
then you
flip.
Kind of start, yeah. Then you kind of start getting into the Christmas music. Like when I was little, one of the stations, so I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
One of the stations, I don't remember which one. I think it was like an easy listening station, but it would just switch over to all Christmas music December 1st. And my mom would let that play. Like she had a clock radio. You remember the little alarm clocks and they would play little music?
Yeah.
It was on that channel.
Clock radio,
and my mom would she would get up and move about her day, but she would leave that little radio playing in her room all day until she came home from work. So there was always that feeling.
The spirit.
Right. Because the music, I think she left it on for the cat. I think that's why she did that.
For the cat, not for you?
No, because I wasn't home. I would go to school.
Weren't. It's just like.
But when you would come home in the afternoon, like, you know, I was a latchkey kid. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah, I was a latchkey kid too.
Right. So latchkey kid, I would come in the house, but there was still always that Christmas feeling because that little clock radio, you could hear it throughout the whole house. It wasn't a big house. So, you know what I mean? You could hear it. It's like, oh, yeah, it's Christmas.
Latchkey kid thing is such a 90s, early 2000s type of thing. I don't think that exists anymore. And for those who don't know what a latchkey kid is like when your parents leave you alone at home and you have the key of your apartment.
Yep.
And you kind of take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
I totally grew up like, I was 6 when they left me at home for the first time. It was just for an hour. And I remember that I felt like I was an adult and I wasn't panicking. I felt like I knew what I was doing.
I
remember myself.
That you stop panicking, yeah. Like, because you go from being like a little kid where you might wake up and freak out that like someone went to the store and you were just upstairs. You fell asleep and someone put you upstairs in the bed and then you woke up like, where am I? Right? You know, but yeah, you learn that thing pretty early. Like, oh, okay, she's leaving.
You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens anymore, even in Europe.
What, kids being left at home alone?
I don't think so. Nobody walks to school anymore on their own. Even like I live in such a small, like very. Last year I was home for Christmas and for holidays, and when the city was decorated, I was like, this is like a legit Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's just so small and beautiful, and everybody knows each other, and it's cute. But even in that type of town, kids don't walk to school anymore. I used to walk to school on my own, starting like first grade, 6 or 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I remember day one, my mother walked me to school, and I told her, like, I don't think I want you to come with me anymore.
Oh,
I
really?
said it myself.
Yeah.
And she's like,
You
oh,
wanted to do it by
why, like,
yourself.
are you embarrassed? I was like, no, I just want to do it on my own. I don't like it. Mind you, I live like 7 minutes walking.
Yeah.
But like now, everybody is, you have to take them to school, you have to pick them up. Like, things have changed. Things have changed.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I know kids are definitely being left home alone. They're not really talking about it, you know what I mean? And the kids, they don't feel like they're home alone now. They got a smartphone, so they're
that is-
entertained for at least 19 hours, you know what I mean?
They
They're
want to be
good.
left alone. They're praying for that.
Yeah. But it was something that you just talked about that I thought was interesting. It'll come back.
It will come back. But yeah, I'm feeling that the things have changed since I was a kid. Like, you hung out on your own, you walked everywhere on your own. You did so much on your own, and nobody cared.
Yeah.
Now,
Those
days are gone.
When I was a kid, I loved pulling away from my mother. I loved venturing off on my own. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, if I was on vacation, like let's say my mom, like not doing a vacation, let's just say we went to another part of the city just to hang out during the day in a crowd.
Mhm.
I didn't want to hold hands. I wanted to be able to navigate the crowd. I used to always want to look
How
like
old
I
were
was
you
by
at the time?
myself. I remember even being at like 10.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I want to appear like I'm a kid on my own figuring this shit out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, excuse me. I mean,
No.
but like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to, I just always wanted to like, I got it.
But I feel like that's the age when boys are like turning into like cocky teenagers. I don't want to hang out with my mom. That's lame. Like, I want to be on my own. I want to do my own thing.
No.
Girls too, but
no,
no?
because even now I don't have a group mentality where I'd like to be a little bit away from the group. I think it was, I would see inefficiency in the group.
Interesting.
Just the
You're
squawking
weak in the
back and
group in a
forth.
sense, or
Nah, just like, you know how people squawk back and forth about ideas or this, that, and it's like, it just doesn't move. You know what I mean? It could be something simple as, hey, y'all want to get something to eat? Well, yeah, we're trying to move forward. We're trying to move forward.
oh
And it's
man.
like, it's so much easier if you just go by yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
By the time they made up their mind, you already
I've
ate your
eaten
food
and come
You're
back and been like,
digesting. You know,
y'all
like-
still talking about that? Like,
It's the efficiency. Look at you. So your mom used to play Christmas music.
yeah.
Were you able to kind of give hints of what you wanted for Christmas? Would your mom pick up on hints?
Yeah, when I was little, there was a period where we used to, the newspaper used to have a circular or something in it, and we would circle stuff out of it. You know what I mean? And then whatever she could make happen, those were the things that would show up. But they would give you, give
Oh.
her an idea of what kind
Oh,
of stuff
what you want? Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
So you would usually get something that you kind of had in mind.
Yeah,
which is great,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
great.
Like
I
one
never
or
got
two
anything.
things that I wanted, you know what I mean? And it was just like a wish list. You just kind of put together a list and, one or two things you want might show up.
Another thing that has changed since I was a kid, we never used to get Christmas gifts.
Never?
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. We never got Christmas gifts.
So what do y'all do Christmas morning?
Nothing.
Really?
No, we eat.
Kind of like that. I like
We
that.
eat a lot. And my Christmas is January 7th. It's
Uh-huh.
not because I'm a Christian Orthodox.
Right.
So we just had January 6th, Christmas Eve, and the whole Christmas day we have to fast. But we're fasting, it's basically like vegan diet, like nothing that comes from animals.
Right.
So we would prepare like night, but the food is delicious. Like
Mhm.
we would make like delicious food that's vegan. But then the next day, that's what you are looking forward to wake up to, because all the food that your mom makes for Christmas, like Russian salad,
Right.
which is the staple of every house, like different cakes and different types of meat that they prepare. So that's what you are looking forward to wake up to, because you're
Yeah.
eating like a piece of shit.
That's the
next
funny
day.
thing. That's
But
why I
you
wanna
don't get
see
any
what it's like.
gifts.
Yeah, I mean, because that makes sense. Like, I feel like Christmas, the way we eat in the end of the year,
Uh-huh.
because it just seems like it gets colder in most places. I haven't been to the places where it's warm in December, but it seems like it's colder. And back in the day when you get cold, people just die. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like,
Yes.
yo, let's just eat. Let's eat.
Let's just be
Let's just
alive and
feel good. and fill up because it's about to be a cold winter, you know what I mean? And we're just gonna trudge through. Like that's the one tradition that seemed to last. It also seems like why you would give gifts. Hey, let's go all out because we might not make it through the winter. You know what I mean? Like
I never thought of it. That's usually the
it's
that should be the
morbid, but
approach.
I think that's where it all comes from. I think we dressed it up and made it look nice for the kids. Like,
But
what?
now kids get everything they want.
Yeah.
They will like now this generation back home, like my niece and nephew, everybody that I know, it's like they write a letter to Santa, they write a list, and they get everything what they want from their list. And I was like,
my
oh, damn.
my youngest got that. My youngest got that, and whew.
She had a long list every time.
She's different. I respect I guess my work because her confidence and her entitlement are
through the roof.
But they should be.
Okay.
They should be. It's just for me, it's just like, whoa. Like, you know what I mean?
She's not like the older one.
She's not like me. Oh yeah, no, she's not like the older one either. No.
Does older one kind of tells you sometimes like she's really too much? Like she thinks she owns everything and wants everything? Does the older one kind of protest it?
Not protest it, no, because she's like me. She's like, all right, well, I already know the protest isn't gonna get me anywhere. Like I need to figure out a different way to deal with this.
Damn.
Yeah, she's learned a lot being a big sister. That's been fun watching her learn and navigate the what do you call that? The inconvenience of like someone else's privilege. You know what I mean?
Inconvenience of somebody else's privilege.
Yeah, I'll tell you, one of the funniest things I remember ever. It was a hard lesson to teach her, but watching this thing happen. Chuck E. Cheese, the youngest one, she's 2. Okay. Having a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Her life is already different. My kids are 6 years apart. So my older one didn't get that. We didn't have it like that when she was 2. You know what I mean? So now this younger one is getting more of the spoils. But she doesn't fully even understand everything at 2, right? So they had this thing where you can go into this booth and get tickets. It'll blow all these tickets around and have them in and you grab. That's your tickets. And they let her older sister go in there to help her because she's 2. She can't. So she has a plan. My older daughter already has a plan. She knows the gift and everything that she wants from the prize section. She's in there grabbing tickets, doing all the work, helping her sister, and boom, they have all the tickets that they need to buy the thing that she wants.
Okay.
But it's not your birthday. It's her birthday.
This kind of breaks my heart.
Right. Dude. But it's a tough lesson to learn because it's like you could get, if there's anything left after she chooses from what's left of the tickets, then you could get what's left. And to watch a 2-year-old who's blowing the tickets on what's in sight because she can't see the prize that you have in mind that could be great for both of you. But she had to learn a very, very strong lesson at a young age to be like, oh, yeah. You have to guide through that. You have to guide and be patient. You know what I mean? When people who they're squandering their riches right in front of you.
Correct. This is why having a sibling or even like going to school or into kindergarten, that's right away, man. You learn how the world works.
Yeah.
Like there's this amount of time when if you're the older one, where you're like you get all the perks.
Yep.
You think it's all about you, and then lo and behold, until the new kid comes in, or you're back in school, like you don't matter.
The injustice is unreal.
It is really like twisting the dagger, looking at all of that crap, man.
Yeah.
My sister, like we were talking, like when they went to kindergarten, now they're like first graders, and like you always worry, like if somebody's going to be mean to them, or are like other kids gonna treat them well, and you're like, you can't control it, and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You have to let them, and it breaks your heart. You don't want anybody to be mean to your kid. Of course, you're gonna step in if something crosses the line. But a bigger picture is like you gotta learn how to take a punch in a sense, like. And when you're a 2-year-old, a real punch even. Like just how to survive, how to figure who you are, what your lane is, what your deal, what your game is in the world. And I feel like we kind of don't. I don't want to say we don't change. Of course we do, but you are who you were when you were a kid. I see the way I work the room now is when I was a kid as well. I've always had the same type of approach.
Yeah, me too. Mine's was bad when I
Which
was a
is loud
kid.
and stupid in my case.
Mine was quiet, man. I was like a house cat when I was a kid, man. There was places. I remember my mom used to drop me off somewhere to get babysitted while she would go to school. My mom was still in school when she had me, and I never warmed up to these people for some reason. These were her great friends, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And they would have done anything for me, and they treated me nicely. But for some reason,
Dave was
I
a
would
cat.
I would go up underneath of a chair and just hide out there until my mom came back to get me. You know what
were
I mean?
a cat,
Yeah.
for real.
Like, I'm just gonna chill here. I'm a chill here. No, I'm fine. I don't need anything. I'm good. And I will be here until my mom comes back to get me.
Look at you, a cat and a golden retriever.
Uh-huh.
I was like, hello, world. I love you.
I just needed to see everything
Who wants
first.
to hug?
Yeah, no. I was
And then
like,
I would
let
get like,
me see. Yeah, I needed to watch everybody first for months.
I think that the worst thing that I did as a kid, and I don't know why I just remembered this. I mean, when you were talking on your mom's friends, my mom had some friends over. And Luby the entertainer, when I was 6 or 7, of course, I didn't want to go to sleep. I wanted to hang out with everybody. I was talking, I was dancing, whatever I was doing. And at one point, my mom is like, you have to go to sleep. It's your bedtime. I was like, I didn't want to go. So my room, because we were staying at my grandma's at the time, my room was like literally just like one door away. Like there wasn't a hallway that I had to walk through, just like a door, right? So she's like, go to your room, please go to sleep. So I went to my room and I could still hear them talking and having fun, and I was offended. So I wrote a little note and I slid it under the door, and I can hear her picking up the paper, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna read it. She's gonna read it. And I wrote to her, I hope you die on Mother's Day.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's how offended I was, that she revoked my entertainer privileges in the group. How horrible I was.
It is funny how far girls take it, man. Like,
dude,
I have a friend, he was dealing with that. He disciplined his daughter about something and told her she needed to go to her room. And it was just funny that she was laying in her bed, just looking at the ceiling, chanting, I hate daddy. I hate daddy. And it, like with the door open, it's just
so
like...
much passion, man, and spite. But the worst thing about girls is, like, we'll hate you, but then we're going to love you, because that same year for Mother's Day, I wrote her a poem because I felt like crap.
Yeah.
So look, I was gaslighting my mother, basically.
Yeah. I've had my daughters gaslight me every now and again, and it gets like...
Wow.
You get to a point where when you realize what's been done, you're like, oh my God.
Monsters.
Why are they so good at that?
Monsters. You can't teach that a boy. You can't.
You can't teach
You
what?
can't teach a boy to be like that gaslighting girl type of behavior.
Oh, yes, you can.
Can you?
Boys are good at it now. Are you kidding me?
Little boys cannot be mean as little
American
girls.
boys? Oh, my God. There's so many dudes have been raised by their mom. They are great at it. What are you talking about?
As adults?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. But
absolutely.
like, if you watch a little boy and a little girl, they operate differently. They will punish you differently. Like, But that is correct. I think that as adults, they kind of pick up.
Dudes are good at the emotional games now. So I'm like,
tell me about that.
Go ahead, men.
That is love life of half of the population of 2023.
Absolutely.
Gaslighting and playing games, dude. So I just wanted to see something. I wanted to ask you something. Okay. I was reading about like what should you never buy for Christmas as a gift for someone.
Right. Okay.
So I read somewhere, like there's like a list. So I picked out some of the best ones. You should never buy a therapy session for someone.
Really?
Is that? I would love that.
Really?
So listen,
because it's like, are they in therapy already, or are you trying to introduce them to therapy?
I'm assuming introduced.
That seems wild to try to introduce somebody to therapy.
Is that I hope you die on
Christmas?
Mother's Day type of thing?
I mean, I don't know. It's almost like take a hint, buddy. You know.
Let's
session's on me.
Let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Here, right. Let's say we're friends, and you keep complaining to me. I'm sorry. This is my alarm clock to take my pill, which I won't do. Good for me. But you were complaining like, I don't know, man. I've been feeling down. I think I should go to therapy, but I can't afford it. Maybe in that scenario, if I showed up and like gave you a few sessions that I hooked you up with, would that be a nice thing? Or you would be like, oh, this bitch is taking it too far. I'm not crazy. I don't need it. Or
That is so out of my wheelhouse because I would never even think to do that. But I'm trying to think if someone were to give me therapy. Yeah, man. Just give me a gift card, man. They don't a therapy gift card. It's like because you got to use it at therapy.
this is why it was in a list.
This is
On
yeah.
the yeah.
There's no way you don't. There's no way you open that up and go, oh, I've been wanting to do this. You know, I mean, not me. Maybe there's somebody out there that's like that.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know why I don't find it that horrible. Wow.
It's
Am I
probably
fucked
because
up?
you've already purchased one for someone, huh?
Damn it. I
Someone's
already have two
stocking
in my
stuffer.
bag.
No, but I get what you're saying also.
It's like if somebody
you're not
really
even-
wanted it.
That gift doesn't even sound like it's for them. It sounds like it's for you. You're like, hey, you've been complaining to me about this for this. I have paid to help. Here, go talk to someone else. You know what I mean? Like,
Would it be even worse to gift it to your partner? Damn.
no, because that depends on what your relationship is.
Okay.
If y'all are cool like that, which, you know, some partners aren't that cool, but, you know, like if you are cool enough like that to be like, hey, I know you need some more sessions or whatever, here they are.
Would you ever buy a girl boobs for holidays
Nah,
or a nose job?
nah, I don't like altered.
If she
women.
was like complaining about it and then you're like,
She was complaining, we not gonna work out. If she was complaining about her looks, we not gonna work out.
you like your women confident, huh?
I mean, once you start chopping stuff off, and you don't get more confident after doing all of that.
I had an ear job, Dave.
And see what I'm saying? You're pointing it out because
My dad made me do it.
He made you do it?
Sorta, kinda.
What you mean?
I mean, not really, but I really had like elephant ears. Like they called me Dambo in school.
Yeah,
Like they were like this. They would go like you could see them peeking through my hair like elf ears. And my dad had big ears, so I think like he felt guilty.
Bad. Okay.
Because I
see what
got
you're
them from
saying.
him.
Yeah.
And when I was 12, I went up to him and I was like, I think I want to take care of my ears. I don't like them. Like, I really don't like them. And he's like, you know what? You're going to be a teenager soon. You're going to be looking at boys. Boys will be looking at you. You might as well just take care of it.
All
And
right.
I think it was 48 hours later, we already booked it.
Right.
Like he was really so.
He was understanding of it,
Yeah.
so he probably really related with it. He probably dealt with some shit himself as a kid.
Yeah.
Which good
Was
on
that
him
a
for
good
being
break?
that, right? Because some people be like, nah, you gotta get out there, you gotta tough it out, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, and I mean, I get that, but you know, like all of the
Too
I guess,
plasticky.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
boobs. Nah, I need real boobs, man. Rock hard, fake boobs is just like, what are we doing here?
I know.
What are
To
we
me,
doing here?
I'm weirded out by lips for some reason, because even if they look good, and now everybody's going to hate me because everybody has lip injections, which is fine. I'm just they look good. I'm just thinking from a perspective of like making out with
Yeah, what do they feel?
what do they feel?
Right. I'm more of a.
Have you ever kissed with a girl with fake lips?
Yeah.
And
It felt like I was kissing like a fake person or a statue. You know what I mean? Because it's just like it's so impersonal, and that's the thing you realize. Like, oh, I don't even know this girl. I don't like this girl. She's just pretty, and I thought this was something that I need to do. You know what I mean? So you realize, like, oh yeah. Stop. Don't go for that. Like, because that's not what I really like.
yeah, I can't see you.
If I was to get a plastic put together girl, I'm just getting her to show other people, like, yo, check that out.
Check that out,
You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, what do you do with that afterwards? Go mount it on the wall or something.
I am so like, let's stay natural. I'm not going to do anything. I've never done Botox. I've never done anything with my face.
Yeah.
And I literally just turned 40 and I haven't done anything. And I'm like so proud of myself. And I'm just waiting for a wrinkle that I hate to hit me and to eat all of my words and just shove a ton of injections in my face.
Yeah.
Buy new tits, buy ass, buy everything. And because what if I flip?
What you mean flip?
What if I flip and freak out? Like for now, I like my face.
Well, see, that's what I'm
I
saying.
like I don't see anything that needs to be fixed.
We were just talking about this the other day. If you had to guess,
okay.
in his lifetime, how much do you think Michael Jackson spent on plastic surgery?
Couple of million.
Couple of million. And he still wasn't satisfied.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. It's a weird means to no end. Everybody that seems to go, they're never. It just.
I think you took an example that might be a little extreme in this case, because I think this guy. I think that if you're maintaining yourself later on, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
But not taking it too far.
The fact that it requires a maintenance thing. Yeah, that was a thing that's interesting. It became like a multi-billion-dollar industry, especially once and I'm not dogging them, but it was once the trans community really got on board with the plastic surgery, it opened that market up. That market went like fourfold. It went from just like women to now like here's like another 75% more people in this new market that they're going to need to maintain this forever.
We're in the wrong business, dude.
Right.
Let's just get a Botox course.
Right. Well, I think they're going to have Botox will be like fast food, probably a few years from now. You just need to come in and like a little drive-through converter belt.
100%. 100%.
Like a little car
like
wash.
Pirelli changing the tires.
Yep. And no one will think twice about it. Like even now, the amount of young girls that casually discuss, the amount of filler and Botox and stuff that they just, are doing regularly. I'm like, holy smokes.
I'm just so scared to put something in my face and look and feel differently. I am mortified of that. I'm mortified of not being me. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
The urge to do something because I am of age where I should do something like that. At least that's what Instagram says. But I just, the idea of it really mortifies me.
It makes sense too with your face, because if you do something to your face, right? Let's say it lasts for like 3 or 4 years or something like that, right? Well, you didn't get used to what you were looking like as you were changing. So once it wears off and you go to what you're supposed to look like 3 or 4 years into the future, you don't know this person. You're not comfortable with this new person either. You know what I mean?
Wow. You gotta change your ID picture, man.
Right. Now you're like, oh, well, all right, I'm going back to the other thing.
Damn, I never thought about it.
Yeah, that's just a thing I don't want to deal with. If it's a girl that got all that plastic surgery, that's just like, I got other things to schedule. I don't want to be around. I don't want to have to add that too.
Don't have the time.
I already got to pay attention to the oil on the cars, brake pads, you know what I mean?
And now this to my skin.
Smoke detector batteries. Oh, and you're due for a Botox touch-up? Okay, yeah.
Oh, aren't you? Good for you. Jesus. They say you should also never gift a pet to someone.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah. Let them make that decision.
It's a cute dog, which becomes like a 10-year of a work you ought to do.
I read that dude, Putin, he's got like 9 dogs that most of them are gifts from other countries. And he's had to turn down because they keep trying to give him dogs.
Okay.
Like some of the countries that are giving him dogs are like, yo, here's another dog. And they're like, dude, I have other dogs. Like, why do you
Why would I? I can't take care of that many dogs. Are they trying to kiss ass to Putin? Why are they giving him dogs?
Apparently he did good for them. But I think that's probably what makes that guy so angry. 9 dogs? Do you know what that house is like?
Wow. That's how all the world problems started. This guy was pissed because the dogs are just pooping everywhere.
Doorbell's ringing, 9
They're
dogs
pooping
are
on
losing
Putin.
their mind.
Pooping on Putin, man. That's crazy. They also say you should never give re-gifts.
I learned that the hard way, yeah. I
re-gifted
something to my mom. She was pissed.
I re-gift a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't want a lot. People give me stuff like, especially gifts. If you get a gift from somebody that's like kind of like extended family, like you ever been dating someone in the holidays and then their family because they brought you to Christmas last year. Oh, you're going to be here? Well, we'll get you a gift.
Yeah.
They don't know you that well. Whatever they're going to give you
is generic.
Like, right. And you're like, now I got to find somebody to give this thing to.
Correct.
Yeah.
For me, like, I shop a lot, especially online. And every time when I buy something like clothes that doesn't fit me, I never return it. Unless it's something really expensive.
Okay.
Because if it's size smaller than me, I will give it to my sister or to my best friend because I know that they're exactly one size smaller in shoes and in clothes. So I was like, I'll just give it to her. When I go home, I'll give it to my sister. So by the time when I'm going to Europe, I literally have a bag of gifts for my sister without having to scramble and go shopping. So like I like to order stuff and never return it, or like to order stuff just to have it and not use it, and then later I kind of distribute it around.
Okay, that's not really a re-gift then.
I have a room. My third room is like a laundry closet type of room, and it's like full of like some creams I ordered online, a bag of creams that I received from one influencer who gave me like a suitcase full of crap.
That's gonna be
so that stuff I kind of shuffle around, and I'm honest about it. I tell people like, hey, I have a bunch of these things. Who wants them?
That'll be a new room, the way they describe real estate. And this is your online shopping room. This is a room to just whatever you order online that you don't know where to put it. Here it is.
Leave it there.
You can organize it once a month and figure out what you're going to re-gift and give away here. Like, yeah.
Like a bunch of times when I had to go somewhere, like I have like a last minute birthday, I was like, shit, I didn't buy anything. I'm like, oh, I have a room full of things. And it was like expensive stuff that I have.
That
like
is
good stuff.
smooth. That's actually pretty genius to know yourself and know your shopping habits. To go, I have a room full of things to give to people in case.
Like Chanel lipstick, that a shade I didn't like.
Girls are so thoughtful, like accidentally thoughtful also.
Yeah. So like, oh, I know a girl that's her shade. I'm just gonna give it to her.
Bro, I when I am shopping, the last thing I'm thinking about is any other man at all. Like,
oh my Lord.
I barely think about the ladies in my life when I'm out shopping. Like, you know what I mean? But that's like, I rarely window shop, you know? It's like, I shop, like, tell me to go get this and I'll go get it.
Okay, that is a men's type of shopping. I also think that I have that brain developed for always looking for things, because I go home twice a year and I have to bring something for my mom, for my sister, for my niece, for my nephew. So I'm always like on a lookout for things. So I have that habit of like collecting and buying and exchanging. So it just became a whole project after 16 years of being
I might have to learn that. I know a lot of people do that and they are thoughtful like that. I didn't get that growing up, so it's funny. It looks silly to me. It looks silly, like people who can't come into someone's house without flowers or without a bottle of wine, and you watch the hassle that they go through trying to get this thing, and it's like, hey, we could just show up. You know what I mean? Like, what I think is, I mean, and I get it. I understand why that's rude, and it is very indicative of how I was raised. But it's like, when you go to somebody's house and they have like a mansion, and you're like, I brought this bottle of cheap wine. It's like, yeah, you didn't do anything. Now they have a thing that they got to put in their, people bring me dumb stuff to my house room.
Correct. But let's say you're going to like a dinner party or something. That's different, because you have to bring like something. I don't know.
But see, that's the thing. At a dinner party, it's very rare that the people who are throwing it are running out of, they had that planned. You know what I mean? Like, unless it comes in handy, great. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But it's just when it's a hassle. When you see people who are like on Christmas Day, I gotta find a liquor store that's open on Christmas Day. And of course, there's a line around the corner to get in. And like, well, we gotta stand in this line because we don't want to show up empty-handed.
I also have a lot of bottles of everything.
Yeah.
I have wine and liquor and stuff. And I have it every time I have to go somewhere. I was like, I have a bottle ready. Actually, I'm running low. I have to go restock on that. Do you give cash for Christmas?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd love to get cash for Christmas. Somebody send me cash for Christmas.
My oldest daughter, it has been nothing. It's been probably Venmos for the past 4 years.
Yes.
What do you want here? Nothing to me.
Find me a Venmo.
Nothing to me is better or more futuristic dad than just zapping your kids some money in the mall and going like, yeah, go ahead, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, how awesome.
I'm going to go get a pretzel and I'm going to go find a bench. You come back and show me what you got.
Go do your thing.
Yeah, that's what I do love about technology. They all got phones. You just zap them some money and let them go do their thing.
That is amazing. Okay, do you buy somebody exercise equipment?
Yes.
Well, sir, internet says that might be offensive.
But
'Cause
therapy's not?
No, these are all list of questionable.
Okay,
This
okay.
is none of these are recommended.
Right.
So I don't know. I would like to get some new dumbbells actually.
Yeah, I would, only because I would never give it as I'm giving you the gift of you need to lose weight. Like I truly feel like, physical motion is absolutely necessary. It's an integral part of your life. So absolutely, I'm like trying to save your life if I'm giving you.
But you're calling me fat, Dave Temple? Call me a little fat? Like you, Dave Temple.
I know, right?
I don't know. Some people, I think you have to know for whom you're buying things.
Right.
Right? If you know that I was like, oh, damn, I need you this and that, then it makes sense. But if you went to a random coworker and just buy her dumbbells, maybe she might have found it.
Matter of fact, okay, you remember Andrea from over at
Yes.
Compound? We did a Pollyanna.
Uh-huh.
She was my Secret Santa. She ended up getting me like these workout shirts.
I told her to buy you that.
Right. That's workout gear. I just ran in one of those again this past weekend. Like it is
Uniqlo undershirt.
Right.
I remember this.
It was a perfect gift, but it's also I use it. You know what I mean?
But I knew that you needed them because she texted me, "Hey, Luby, you're friends with Dave.
Right.
I picked him out for Secret Santa. What should I buy him?" And I said, he works out outdoors a lot.
Yeah.
I know that Uniqlo has stuff for outdoor workouts to stay warm, but to stay fresh.
Yep.
And she's like, perfect, getting him one, and you're still using it.
Saturday morning, it was cold and rainy. Perfect attire.
There you go. And I wouldn't even say that I gave her the idea, but she credited me publicly, so it's okay to say it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But she keeps crediting me about that one actually a lot because I think you really like the gift.
It was nailed, and I use them.
There you go. See, okay. Is it okay to? People are full of shit, man. Now that I'm reading this. Don't buy anyone a work dress. So I was like, what do you mean a work dress, right? Maybe you want to hit the style that I like. But like, what if you buy a size 10 and person is size 6 and they get offended? This is all wrapped up in not offending people.
Okay.
So why work dress? Say don't buy clothes.
Yeah.
Would that be offensive if you got a clothes that's like size bigger than you wear usually?
No.
People are sensitive. Oh man!
I mean, that used to happen to me all the time as a kid. My grandmother and them, they would give you stuff, and then you grow into it. Not only you grow into it, that's what the day after Christmas was. The day after Christmas was typically everyone get up and go to the mall and exchange for the proper fitting size, and whatever gift cards or whatever shopping or whatever Christmas money you got, you can now pick up the things that you didn't get for Christmas at the mall the next day.
Interesting. You wouldn't go to church? We would go to church on Christmas morning.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we would always go to church.
Church,
mall.
We would go
mall,
sometimes
church.
the night before, depending on how my mom was feeling. Yeah, depending on whether she was feeling that or not.
It is on the list of my Christmas traditions.
Yeah,
Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass.
Is Elf on the Shelf one of the traditions that you are?
For me, no.
Why? It's too much work. People are.
I didn't know about that. I lie to you not. I learned about that from my white friend in like 2016. Like I didn't know Elf on the Shelf was a thing until like a few years ago.
The tradition is getting more and more popular. Like TikTok and Instagram are going wild because moms are going above and beyond and like putting them in weird places and positions and predicaments. And they're actually pretty funny. There's like some pretty cool ones. But a bunch of moms are complaining of like, why did I even start this? Because now I have to wake up every morning before my kids and go get it done. It's like, it's too much work. And then I have to get creative and move that fucking thing. And I don't know.
After
what's an extra thing to do for holidays?
When I heard of it, my first time hearing of it, it was funny because it was like, oh, you guys have a lot of time on your hands to be. Not only do you have a lot of time on your hands, you have a lot of space in your house.
Space and time.
A lot of shelves.
Jesus Christ. Do you make cookies or go ice skating or watch classic Christmas movies?
Okay, you're going to love
Make a
these.
gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Which one of these were your traditions?
Okay, so we used to make cookies all the time. Right?
Okay.
I used to make cookies all the time. The ice skating
Mm-hmm.
I've done and I
Mhm.
used to do.
Were you good at it?
Yeah, I'm pretty good because I was good at roller skating, so you
Mhm.
know, same leg muscles and stuff. But like ice skating now, for some reason, I can't do it. Like there's a mental block in my head. I am terrified that I'm going to fall, and when I go to stand up and put my hands on the ice, someone's going to skate over my pinky finger, like specifically my pinky, and just sever my pinky. So for some reason now,
Why this?
I have no
Have you seen
idea.
this happen?
I have no idea where it is. It is like a vivid memory, and or not a memory, but for some reason, there's a vivid vision that'll happen. So I'm just like, I'm not going. I'm not going.
You're not going to check your profit skills and
Right.
see if it's
So, but I'll go to ice skating. I'll go and I stand on the side of the rink and I watch people hold the wall and pull themselves around. And that is a tradition that I've started now here in New York. I go to all the ice skating rinks, all the pop-ups anywhere,
And you
Upper
just
East
watch
Side,
other
West
people.
Side, Bryant Park, under the Brooklyn Bridge, you know, down at the World Trade Center. I go see them all here.
How cool. I was very good at rollerblading when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would summertime just like live with those on, like as a part of my body.
Yeah.
And now as an adult, can't do it.
Yeah.
I cannot mentally do it.
Yeah.
The idea of putting them on and falling, something about it terrifies me. And listen, I'm 6'1", right?
Mm-hmm.
I started growing when I was 15. I was 6'1" when I was 15, and then I stopped, right? So I'm the same height as I was in high school when I was doing it.
Yeah.
It's not like something has changed.
Yeah.
But I cannot mentally do it. I have so much fear that something bad is going to happen, that if the Timber Luby with her 7 feet with that thing up, if I fall, that like there's no going back from that.
I was a really good skater.
Also, I have brand new teeth. So
yeah, you got to keep those. I was a really good skater. Skating was a big part of my childhood. Like, you know, we had DJs and, you know, big aggressive skating. Like it was really good. So
I would love that.
I was good at backwards skating, doing the routine, all that kind of stuff like that. Again, I've slowed down on it, where I'm glad I got my daughters skating, both of them.
Okay.
And when I taught my youngest to skate,
okay,
I knew it was time for me to get out of the game. So I was probably about 37, 38 at the time. And you know, when you're teaching someone younger to skate, you gotta go backwards and hold their hands. And she's getting it. And I did something weird where it just, a foot turned wrong, things stopped, and it, you know, I'm tall, same way. So it just lopped me right over. And when I fell, I don't know what happened. I fell on my side.
Okay.
The inside of my butt hurt for like 2 months. 2 months, like just weird injuries as you get older. Like I have no idea what happened, but I fell on my side and the inside of my butt hurt for like 2 months. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. Like, once I start experiencing stuff like that, I don't go back.
Yeah, like we shouldn't just mess with that.
Yeah, I don't need to hit that again to figure out, why does the inside of your butt hurt when you get hit on the hip?
I kind of don't want to know that either. Like I'm telling you, if I have a feeling if I fall, it's just going to be bad and I will be recovering from weird shit forever. So I don't think it's worth it.
Movies though, I'm a big
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
At this point, it has to be, because all this talk over the years, is it or is it not? They made it a Christmas movie just by saying it's not.
I'm doubling down. Absolutely.
Yes. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
A Christmas movie. That one with the little boy,
Oh,
Ralphie.
yeah. Oh, the one when his tongue gets stuck
to the pole. Yeah.
That
the Christmas Story or whatever. The one they play
Christmas
on
Story,
TBS for 24 hours straight, the last couple of days of Christmas.
See, that's the same tradition that we have back home. We used to play that movie a lot.
Really?
And that movie used to traumatize me because
the tongue?
The tongue scene.
Really?
I was so scared of like literally licking the ice cream bar and all of that stuff because I was like, it's gonna stick.
I didn't know that movie was international like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We watched everything. I was like going through the Christmas list. I was like, this is all the stuff that we watched when we were kids.
Yeah.
My favorite one growing up was Home Alone 1. And still when I hear the music, like,
Yeah.
I get goosebumps. I was like, this is me and my sister.
Yeah.
Loving this movie and watching it on repeat.
When's the last time you've watched it?
I think like last year.
Yeah, it is. It's wild to watch, right? Because how much has changed. You know, and the things that you don't like, you remember, but you don't really remember. Like, so there's a scene where the pizza gets delivered.
Yes.
And the pizza guy is all over the road, sliding around and runs over the statue.
Yes.
And you forget that was a gag based off of, at that time, Domino's had a slogan, 30 minutes or it's free. So Domino delivery drivers were notorious for being absolutely insane on the road in the 80s because they're trying to make this 30-minute time. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. You know what I mean? Like,
wow, what a pop culture moment.
Right. You know what I mean?
I would have never guessed it because I didn't live here. So I missed it out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or watching like the family arrive to their flight late and they reopen the door to seat the family because this is pre 9/11.
Probably nobody had to take off their shoes. None of that.
I'm watching this movie and I remember they go out into the van and they're like late for their flight.
Yes.
And they're like, dude, we got 40 minutes. Let's go. And I just remember hearing that going, what? They left the house 40 minutes before the flight took off? Insane. Because you can't even imagine. But that's how it was back then. Yeah.
I never thought of that. That's crazy.
I know.
But I don't know. Still, I was reading yesterday. Remember when Kevin went shopping?
Okay, yeah, we did talk about this. Yes.
And like how much
the groceries
are.
Yes, I saw this.
Damn. But what was even worse about this, that a couple of years ago, they were just like $20 more. Now they're like $40 or $50 more, right? Am I off with the numbers?
I don't know, yeah.
Like inflation this year is through the roof. Oh my! We were doing the other day, Man on the Street, for my New Year's episode, and we're like, what do you remember 2023 by? Like, what's your favorite memory? What will you remember? And people are pissed and miserable. People were like, I'm working all day. I can't make enough money. Groceries are so expensive. For this year, I'm wishing more money. I don't want to work I'm like, nobody had anything nice to say about 2023. I couple of church ladies that were like, praise the Lord, and they were like all upbeat. God bless, no pun intended. But this was, we had to really dig to find somebody with something positive because I can't cut everything just so negative.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Even like my fellow immigrants were complaining. I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
They're always just happy to, be working, just doing their thing. And they're like,
and then they get comfortable. They're like, this sucks.
They were like, this sucks. I want to go back home. I'd rather be broke at home. Like here, I'm broke and lonely.
That seems to happen though, right? Like a lot of people, they fight to get here, do well. They do well for their family. And then like once their children are kind of like grown off in the world, like this sucks. I'm going back to my country.
I think that a lot of my people are doing that. I've noticed a lot of Mexicans and a lot of like South American people in general.
Caribbean
like,
people.
Caribbean, like mid and South are doing it. And I respect that. Yeah, like you hustle, you get your kids into a nice school, you do everything, and then you're like retired.
Yeah, and then I guess so. I mean, because if you do all that work, and then your kids just become like drill rappers, they're like,
oh damn,
I didn't do all this work for this. I'm going back
I would disown them. How do you see yourself as like an old person? What's your retirement plan?
Okay, really?
Mine is suicide.
No, real rap. I think I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of the United States. I definitely might want to try like Okinawa, like in Japan or like in Indonesia.
Man, what? Every time I ask you something, I always get an answer out of left field.
No,
not only out of left field, like you're so unpredictable.
No, I mean, well, yeah, because I don't know talking to anybody about this stuff. But no, there's a different lifestyle. A lot of it that I've been reading about that I'm learning to take on. It is making me way more centurions. Centurions.
I knew you're gonna say that.
Yeah.
I knew it. I just wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
But it's not only that they live long, it's I like the priorities.
Yeah, exactly.
Their
That's why they
priorities
live
are my
long.
priorities.
Yeah.
Like I like good food, but healthy food, not overeating, not stay moving. We were talking about this the other day. Like you have to stay moving. You have to keep moving. Like when I go back home, like my family members, the ones who are doing yoga and the ones who are not, you can tell.
Yeah.
Like the quality of life is just completely different. The ones who are doing yoga and walking and hiking and playing soccer, they're still doing it. They're 70, they're still playing soccer. And the ones who don't, they're just like declining. And I was like, I've been seeing it because when you're younger, you don't pay attention to those things. Now I'm paying more attention to it. And I'm like, oh, I want to keep this trajectory for myself. Like I really like ordering more dumbbells, like I said, all the time. Like, man, I'm lifting weights. I just have to say, it's not being fit per se, like for the looks. It's just staying strong and
just so that you can be happier.
Correct.
Like when you talk about people not happy in 2023, you know how much a lot more happiness can be, I guess, achieved just by alleviating aches and pains in your body.
Yeah.
It's like if you got a bum knee or you got a bad
take some
shoulder. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gotta, like, if you're constantly living in pain because you're not stretching that thing out or moving it, that adds to your grumpiness or your irritability, and you don't even realize it. You've just been living with a terrible foot pain or a bunion for a decade or an ingrown toenail, and you don't even realize that little thing is the reason why you've been miserable.
And then
for 4 or 5 years.
Then things compound. Like, let's say you don't have enough, right? You're struggling in your retirement. Some people didn't, take care of themselves properly and made plans. So like you're kind of broke, you're old, you're broken, and maybe let's say you didn't fulfill what you wanted in life, like you have a bunch of regrets. Like imagine all of that compounded into your whole being and just being it's so easy to be grumpy, man.
I knew a guy, I still know him, but I knew him better back then. This guy, he had a bad tooth thing going on. Right? Like one of those things you could smell it when his mouth was closed, you know what I mean? Like it was bad, right? And he started going to the dentist during the pandemic and he got that thing fixed. His life got exponentially better. Not only was the pain gone, without the smell, he became more confident, took more pride in his own self, got himself a girlfriend. You know what I mean? It was like, and he thinks back to how miserable he was before, how much he was drinking as a result of just neglecting this tooth and all of these things that were affecting. It's just something that little as a tooth had him off keel for years.
Jesus
and it was like
Christ.
this domino effect, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh, so now I drink and then I don't get up, and it was wild. He went
Just
to the dentist.
one tooth. Imagine like bigger things that you don't achieve. Okay, so I think we are approaching an hour here.
Okay.
So I just wanted you to taste a couple of like Balkan treats. This one is a brand new one. It's a couple of years old, but this is my new tradition.
Okay.
I wasn't able to, they just started selling these here in the United States. I couldn't buy them before here.
Okay.
So it was my tradition when I go home, I ask my mom to buy me these.
Yeah, this is
so
very...
these are, I already had a bunch.
This is very Forrest Gump of you. You want some chocolates?
Yes.
I ate some. All right, so this is just regular chocolate with like graham crackers and stuff on it?
Something like that. It's with this thing called plasma, which is our...
Are we making ASMR?
So plasma, which is this biscuit, I couldn't find it today in the store. Plasma would be our like we grew up on plasma and milk.
Okay, it's like a wafer. I like it.
Like a wafer. Yeah, correct. It's a wafer.
It's not like American Snickers bar. It is chocolate and nuts.
Yeah. Did you like it? Right? It was good.
Yeah.
Okay. This one reminds me of home so much because
I'm sorry, is that trash that I brought up a Snickers bar? You're introducing me to international candy?
this is nothing that sophisticated for me to be offended. But this one is a little sophisticated. It comes from Croatia. It's called Bayadera. It's actually vegan. And it reminds me of this time of the year for one reason, which is I used to fast 40 days before Christmas and 40 days before Easter as well. But fast was like vegan. You don't need anything that has like any animal background or connection. Or comes from animals in any sense. So this one was vegan. Hold on, I opened this one. And it always reminds me of Christmas. I would just eat a lot in December.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Oh man, you're so good.
And is this chocolate also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Again, vegan.
It opens like
and so healthy.
It opens like restaurant butter. You ever had a restaurant butter in gold paper?
I never thought about it. Is it rude if how do I give you one? I wanted you to taste it. Is it rude if I just throw it? Yeah, you're good. I just want to see your feedback from you. Which one's better?
Interesting, because it went less chocolatey and sugary. Is that like fruity in the middle? What is that flavor in the middle?
It's all like just nuts and chocolate. No fruit.
But it's light. It's light like an ice cream sandwich kind of vibe.
Probably like some margarine shit. Who knows?
That is funny.
And this is a staple.
And the only reason why this is funny to me too, because the only reason why I'm questioning it. No, I'm not gonna finish that.
Why? Is that bad?
No, I don't know. Something weird happened in there. There was something a little sweet or tangy that made me go like, not all of it. It wasn't bad, but it's not for me.
So Bayadera is not. See, I would have given you this as a gift.
Yeah.
Let's say I would like, let me have Dave try it, and you would have hated it. I would have been off.
I don't think I would have hated it. I probably would have gotten high enough one night and been like, oh,
try this.
Okay.
Yes or no? Yeah.
See?
He doesn't like it.
Right. It's something extra sweet in there that I wasn't expecting for those colors. You know what I mean?
But this one's good, right? This one passed the test. This one is...
Yeah, that was good.
This one's my favorite.
And that was light. That was the other thing. That second one was a little bit dense.
Yeah. It's probably old margarine.
So this is freshly baked peanuts.
Yes. That one is like... We all grew up eating that as a favorite snack.
That is hilarious. Okay.
We're not feeling it.
And it's a peanut flavor. It's not cheese. This isn't a cheese flavor. Okay. I know what that is, though. That's that puff. It's like the same, the packing peanuts. It's a puff, yeah. Which I think that we're allowed to eat enough of those, right? Like, you can eat packing peanuts, right?
Yeah. I'm just sensing this feeling of disappointment on your end.
On me?
Yeah.
Only because it's not disappointment, but it's like
indifference.
My tongue is not acclimated to this. Like when I touch something like this, I'm thinking cheese curl. So my mouth is already getting ready for the cheesy flavor because I'm trained for that.
Okay.
And then it went left, which I'm like,
it kind of hit you with that peanut butter type of thing.
Yeah. I could probably learn this one though. Yeah, I get on this.
Okay.
This is
the winner. This is not bad. This is shit. We figured it out. Merry Christmas Day.
Thank you, love.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas to you too. All right.
I'm so glad that you were here for this episode, for the special Christmas episode.
I celebrated December 25th, but for all you January 7th people, you're late.
Okay. I guess you're better than us. Merry Christmas. Love ya.
Merry Christmas, guys.